Okay guys, welcome back. So in this video today, what we're going to aim to do is add extra effects to our maze game. And in particular, we're going to aim at adding commentary to describe what each block of coding does. And we're also going to aim to create sound for our maze game. So for example, when our sprite touches the walls of our maze, this happens. And also, when the sprite reaches the finish line, there will be a sound as well. So let's get going with adding the commentary and the sound to our maze game. Okay, so first of all, make sure you log on to your Scratch account, which you should do, and it'll bring you to the page like this. Then, if you click onto this folder here, which says My Stuff, it should then take you to your projects that you have created. And once they load on screen, you can then click See Inside. And it should take you to your maze. Now, what we're going to do first is we're going to add some commentary to explain what certain parts of our code actually does. So when we look at this here, these are the arrows to control the sprite. So to add commentary to describe what this particular block of code does, you right-click, Add Comment. And then you can type in here, basically explaining what is the purpose of this particular part of coding. So you could say, this section controls the movement of the sprite with the arrow keys. Okay, and something like that to describe what it does. And then you've got the step, you could change the number here to describe how fast or how slow it moves. So you could say, to make the sprite move faster or slower, change the variable number of steps, like that. And so you've described the purpose of this block here. So if some random person looked at your coding, they would know what this particular bit does to your maze game. Now this bit over here, obviously you see the same color here as the wall. So this coding is obviously for when the sprite touches the wall, he goes back to the start. So right click again, add comment, and you could say this section makes the sprite move to the coordinates. Get the spelling right there. Shown in the code when the sprite moves back to the start. Okay, and so there you've done some commentary for the different parts, and you can add commentary for this bit here, commentary for this bit here, and commentary for this bit here to show what that section or block of coding actually does for your maze game. What purpose does it play in the running of your maze game? So well done. You've now added some commentary for your maze game. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to aim to add some sound to our maze game. So in order to do this, what we need to do is we need to go over to the sound section. And you see here you've got different blocks. However, at the moment, we do not have any sounds saved here. So you need to click on the Sounds tab, and then go down to the bottom and press the plus button here. And then search. And you've got all these different sounds available. And if you hover over the purple button, it plays a certain sound. So you can have a look through these, choose the one that you want. Now I want a sound for when the sprite hits the wall. So if I'm thinking about it now and I'm thinking, ooh, which one would be a good one to hit the wall? Maybe you've got to look through all these, think, oh, which one do I want? Which one would be a good one for me? Maybe like a skate. Maybe something like this. So I'm going to go for this now for when my sprite touches the wall. So I'm going to click on this. And then what I can do is I can change the name of it. So it's just called skid at the moment. So I'm going to change it to edge of maze sound. And that's absolutely fine. Now, once you've done that, you can then go back here. Now, first of all, what you need to do is, because we're doing the edge of the maze one, you need to go to this coding here. This is where you need to put the sound in. And you need to choose the one that says start sound, and then that one there, not the until done. Choose this one. Grab, and then put it just above the blue block there. Check, make sure that it says edge of sound maze, the name that you typed in earlier. And then hopefully, if we have a go, because you should test your coding as you go along. And if we hit the side, there's a sound there. So well done. You've managed to include a sound now for when the sprite hits the edge of the maze. Finally, we're going to add a sound for when the sprite gets to the finish line. So in order to do that, you need to go back to sounds again, and we need to choose another sound. So we're going to go on that, search, and you can go through all of these kind of different ones here. There's so many to pick from. Now, I particularly like this one for the end. So I'm going to click on that one, and I'm going to change the name of it to finish line, or finish line sound, whichever name is fine. Then go back to code. And once you've clicked on code, choose this one here. Play sound until done. Pull it and drag like that. Make sure it says finish line there, okay? Now, at the moment, you're probably thinking, oh, we're all done now. It's absolutely fine. Well, let's give it a try. Let's test our code. So if we click onto, if we pull it over here, we test it, and we go down. Now, you will have noticed there that there was a bit of a delay. There was about a 2-second delay on that. And that is because when we look at the code here, it says for 2 seconds. We don't want that delay. When it gets to the finish line, we want the sound to play immediately. So in order to do that, what we need to do is we need to pull this out, put that bit back in, and this bit we're going to get rid of. And actually, we're going to click on looks. I'm going to choose this one here. It just says say hello. Pull it over and write this writing in here. So, well done. You did it. Next level. Okay. And then drag that over here. So it's slightly different because it hasn't got the 2 seconds on the end of it. And we need to delete that. Now, let's test our code to see if this works this time. So, pull it over here. Hopefully there's no delay this time. Now, can you notice there what happened when you put the code in there? You will have noticed, hopefully, that when you go back onto it, because this is something I've seen a lot of children do wrong, or a lot of adults do wrong in the past, and that is that when they put the code in, they put it in there, where actually, you're telling the computer there, when that colour is pressed, play that sound, and then that. But actually, we want, if we drag this out, we want the sound to play just after the comment. Okay, so just after the comment, that's when we want the sound to be played. So it will literally go, when that's touched, that message will come up, that sound will come on, and then it'll switch to the next level. So let's try it now. And this is why it's always important to test your code as you go along. And there you go. It's gone to the next level, and then you are ready then for it to play again, okay? And there you have it. So you have added commentary to your maze game, and you have added sound effects as well. What you can do is, because as you notice, you're on the second level now, there's no sound for the red part when he reaches the finish line there, or there's no sound for when you touch the sides here. So you can repeat this coding and this coding in your coding for your second level too as well. So you can have some sound in the second level. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.